Alrighty, so I'm in the middle of changing the differential out in my 14 bolt I have right here. And I already took it apart and everything, so as you can see. I didn't make a video about taking it apart because if you don't know how to take it apart, you really shouldn't be doing this in the first place. It's pretty self-explanatory. But I'm sure there's a gazillion other videos of showing you how to pull the differential out. But I'm going to show you how to put it back in the good old boy way, I guess you would say. So what I'm doing, like I just said, swapping out differentials because it originally had a non-posi unit or an open carrier, and this is an open carrier. Here's a spider gear, as you can see. Whatever, that's how it works. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this GM bomb lock / group lock in it, and all I did was I unbolted the ring gear from this carrier and put it on this one, torque them down, you know, the whole deal. So what I plan on doing, I'm just throwing the new caps or whatever those bearing races on the bearings, and I'm going to set it on that with this carrier, because this is, it already had bearings and everything on it. So I'm going to just slap it back in there. Now I know the right way of how to do this, and the right way to do it would be, you got to put the carrier in there, you get a dial indicator on your gear, measure your backlash and everything, and get it in its proper spec, you know, and you're good. But my theory, I'm just going to put it in there. I'm going to do a little, you know, backlash by hand, you know, kind of like you do on a big rig PTO, you know, just kind of bat. You know, if it's got too much slop and it's got, you know, not enough slop. So you kind of know that right off the bat. So, and then I'll just put some grease on there and get it in the ballpark, because I'll show you on this one. So you want your gear mesh right in the middle when you, because what's going to happen, you're going to put some grease or something on here, and you're going to spin this fucker, and it's going to let you know its wear pattern. So where the gears are touching, let's say it's off here. I believe that's too loose or too tight, can't remember, but you'll know you want it in the middle, because what happens when you get on the gas, those that wear point spreads out. You only see a light little touch, only about the size of my finger, if it's perfect, right in the middle of the gear. But when you, let's say if it was out here, and you know you drive it for a while, it'll wear the tip, this outer edge of the gear off. And I want to say that's too tight, ain't it? Yeah, it's gonna be too tight. You know, if it's too tight, it's gonna be on this one. So the, you know, your pinion depth is already done up for this gear, and this thing shouldn't be too far off on spec from this one. It will be, you know, it's not the exact same one, but we'll just see. We'll see what happens. If I have to do it the right way, I will. I'm just gonna try to get away from doing all that. Right now, I'm hoping I could just slap it in there and be done. But well, that's really gonna bug me. I can't remember, because if your pinion is out too far, it's gonna be on this end, and if it's too far in, yeah. So this, if it's your pinion's too far in, it's gonna be wearing on here, and hopefully the pinion will match this gear set, so everything should be in line with the pinion depth. The only thing we're gonna adjust is the backlash, I believe. You know, the side-to-side movement, which will verify if it's to one side, it's going to be touching on the other side, if I remember. I haven't done this stuff in probably like 2 years, but I'm hoping I can just slap this thing together and be done, because I don't really want to spend like a whole day doing gears. So I'm going to start putting it in, and I'll keep you tuned.